full-length ridge ventilation system opens and closes automatically on both our Classic and RHS greenhouses. When the temperature rises inside the greenhouse, the wax-filled piston will expand and push a stainless steel rod, opening the ridge vent flap. When the temperature inside the greenhouse cools again, the wax in the piston will contract and the strong stainless steel springs will close the vent. The autovents are mounted differently depending on your model type. For the Classic range, the autovent is mounted to the ladder frame. On RHS models, they are mounted to brackets on the central ridge. The same instructions that follow can be applied to both models. If on a warm day the temperature in your greenhouse rises but the vents do not open, there could be one of two issues. Firstly, check the piston rod is located in the hole in the top block attached to the ridge vent flap, checking that it has not come loose as shown. The system is designed where this can become disengaged in high wind conditions. If this is the case, simply locate the piston rod back inside the top block and your vent should operate as normal. You will find it easier to do this on a cool day when the stainless piston is not fully expanded. If the autovent is still not working, then you will need to replace the piston tube. Firstly, measure the distance that the existing piston protrudes below the lower fixing block. This is to ensure that the new piston can be located at the correct setting. Loosen the bolt that secures the old piston in place to release the pressure on the spring, taking care to do this gradually if the flap is open, since it may slam shut. If the flap is open, you may find it easier to lift the flap as shown and release the piston rod from the vent flap, releasing the pressure on the springs. This allows you to undo the bolt as previously described and slide out the spent piston tube. Slide in the new piston tube. Secure the new piston into the position originally measured and tighten the bolt. Push open the vent flap to locate the piston rod into the hole on the top block assembly. Please note, you may find in warm conditions it is easier to position the piston and fix it if the piston is at a lower temperature. Cool it in a refrigerator or iced water. Please note, if when you have undone the fixing bolt you cannot remove the piston, you might have a very early model. The hole in the lower fixing block should have plenty of clearance to slide out the piston tube. If you have an old model where the tube cannot be removed as shown, then you will need to replace the whole assembly.